Wait, we're live.
We're live.
We're live. We're live. We're
We're
here.
live into your living room, bedroom, washroom, wherever you're watching us.
Oh fuck, man! Imagine
Well,
you could do a whole show on that, like
you probably could, yeah.
where people watch these shows. They're sitting on the toilet. I bet you most of them sitting on the toilet. I got nothing else to watch, and I'll throw this on. Hey,
Well,
Della,
we're
how
like,
are you?
we're like, I guess we're kind of like diuretics, right?
Yeah.
Dala, thanks for joining us.
You want a good bowel movement?
Yeah, there you go. Just watch our show.
Oh god. What? Pink Floyd, why'd you do that for? This is nothing major today. We're just going to update everybody who hasn't seen that, we have shifted the Gareth tribute show from this Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. UK time to Sunday night. So we are now broadcasting the live tribute show to Gareth on Sunday. This Sunday, which is what, the 7th? It's the 7th.
Yeah,
It's the
7th.
7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time / 11 p.m. UK time. And so far, Reeves is coming on. Hey, Simon, how are you? Reeves is going to be joining us. Ben is going to be joining us. He's a for sure now. Friday he had some stuff going on and he wasn't sure, and it didn't look like he was going to be able to join us, but he's going to be with us for sure on
Cool.
Sunday.
Yep.
And I'm still waiting to hear from Matt. I hope Matt could join us. Matt, if you're watching this, let us know. I did send him a message, so hopefully he's seen it or got it or whatever. Yes, 11 p.m. UK time. No. No, that's why we said we'd do it a little earlier. You know.
It's to accommodate all the British bowel movements.
Oh god. But yeah, so once again we are broadcasting the live tribute to Gareth on Sunday, not Friday like originally scheduled. It's been shifted to Sunday between 6 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 11 p.m. UK time starting. And that's this Sunday night. So we're looking forward to it. It should be fun. Should be, good to talk and reminisce and I mean, about somebody who was pretty cool, Gareth, obviously. Lots of people out there who, again, listen to this show or watch this show. Both have listened to the Mindset podcast for years. Big fans of it. Friends of Gareth. Guests on the show. Co-hosts. Hey, Down Under Dan, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. So it'll be pretty cool, man. It'll be awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I don't know, man. I'm not getting much response to people who want to sort of be a part of the beginning sort of tribute video. Della though says she's going to get in mode and send us something, which will be pretty cool. We always love what Della has to say, so it'll be pretty cool to have her say something about Gareth.
Why don't you join us now, Dala?
You're asking for a lot, buddy. You know that.
Well, it's worth a shot.
I don't know if Richard's coming on or not. I mean, he is more than welcome to come, and I'm not going to push him to come on. uh, and I know he does watch our show. Um, so obviously we would love to have Richard on. But again, you don't want to pressure him, and I'm sure it's still a pretty a pretty you know
Hard pill
emotional
to
sort of,
swallow.
yeah. So hey Sue, how are you? Good to see you. Well, Della, you don't need Skype. You can ask Richard. Yeah, by all means, sure. We would love to have him on. By all means, if you want to ask Richard, sure. We would love to have him on. Um, you know, and again, we don't want to pressure him. But yeah, if Richard would like to come on and talk about it, about Gareth, his brother, then by all means, we would love to have him on. I'm sure there's lots of great memories that Richard can share, and that would be really cool. Um, and I don't know his friend, his really good friend. What's his friend's name again?
I,
Oh, I'll tell you in a few
I'm
minutes.
horrible with names.
I'm horrible too, and you know, Daryl.
Daryl? Okay.
Daryl, I believe his name is. Um, and I did put a message in and I've been keeping everyone up to date. Hey Barry, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Um, I did put a message in the mindset messenger group about the show, and if anybody is wanting to come and be a part of it, by all means, um, it would be awesome. It would be really really cool to have them a part of the show as well. Like I said, we don't want to pressure anyone. No, we just we would like to just have a really a respectful sort of uh, tribute to a guy that we all called friend. Somebody who um, inspired a lot of people. I mean, who listened to his podcast for the amount of years that he was doing it. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Absolutely, Delia. That would be really cool. Let us know. Or have him contest. I know I've been in contact with Richard um a few times, but like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring him. I and I do know he knows that we're having a show for Gareth. I mean, he was in the chat one evening. I think it was when we did the last sort of update on the tribute show, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Richard was in the
Yeah.
chat there for a bit. So, or he did leave comments. I think he might have left comments in the show page. Um, and I know it's obviously still a really emotional thing for him. So, just trying to be respectful and no pressure. Um, so yeah, that again is not going to be on. We're not going to be broadcasting it this Friday night, but instead it will be this Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 11 p.m. UK time. And once again, we'd love to have you all out to be a part of that show because I think it'll be pretty cool. And like I mentioned, Reeves Cook will be joining us, and Ben Emlyn Jones, two of Gareth's good friends and part of his show for the Paratalk podcast, obviously, and Mindset with Ben, who had been on the show several times, many times, so many times. So Let's see. Go on. No. There is the call-in show. Well, we can't really call. You can't call the show, but we can bring you on via Skype, or not Skype, but StreamYard here, voice only if you like. I mean, you don't have to be on video. You could just be audio. I mean, that's entirely up to you. If you don't want to show yourself, that's fine. Um, we're completely okay with that, and I think it adds a little bit of mystery there. What do you think, Alex?
It does. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Who the hell are we talking to? Is this really Della?
Come on, Della. Come on.
But we know Della's voice very well. So well, yeah, I just if you're in chat, you just follow the link. You just click on the link and the link will take you to just, commands to come into the green room. And again, it's your choice if you want to do just audio. It allows you to do that. You can do audio or you can do both audio or visual, like Alex and I are right now. And I mean, we tend to we tend to scare a lot of people away by doing this.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I mean, hey, so here, look at. Okay, here's an example, Della. And you can click on this, and you get an idea. You don't have to come on. That's fine. But you can get an idea what you have to do, what it prompts you to do. And again, if anyone is more than welcome to join us, that's fine. But there's the link to come on this evening. And again, we just wanted to come on to sort of update everybody about the date change for Gareth's tribute show again, which was supposed to be this Friday. It's going to be actually this Sunday now. Same time, same place here, and on new. Oh no, just here. Hey, Full, how are you? Plus, we've got the season 15 premiere up. The link for that, which is happening September 11th. And we're going to have on I want to say paranormal girl, but paranormal
girl. Yep.
Kristen will be with us.
I just posted the link in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was wondering what to say to Richard so I can join without a YouTube account. Yeah, well, he doesn't need a YouTube account for this. He doesn't. He can come on without YouTube, but I think he has a YouTube. He does have a YouTube account.
Yeah, he's been on the he's been in chat before.
He's been in our chat before, and he's put some comments. So, and I think he does know what StreamYard is. If not, he probably knows with Gareth from the past with similar. I forget the program that Gareth was using, but it's pretty much the same thing. You follow the link, and the link prompts you to do. Dude, it's pouring.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is pouring. We're gonna have a power outage here. I can see it happening. I can sense it. Wow, crazy. Yes. Yeah. I wish we had been doing this with David. It would have made things a lot easier. Yes, Skype was good, but at the same time, it was
shit.
Very shit. And unfortunately, But this would have been awesome. With David, it would have been cool if we had been doing this. I don't know how long StreamYard and Restream and programs like that have been around for. But there have been similar programs, I believe. I mean, we used to do live stream,
Yeah.
which was kind of similar, but again, it was I don't know. It was pretty cool, but
It was.
again,
It doesn't have the functionality that StreamYard has.
yeah, it was pretty stiff.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, dude, man, it is like, wow, the rain is coming down so hard.
Hey, there we go. Talking about stiffs and hard.
What? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I should employ another camera like Gareth did with his Mindset Mornings.
Yeah.
He always had a camera outside his window there. Hey, look, we're on a beautiful Sunday morning or beautiful Monday morning. Look at the sun shining. That was pretty cool. Yeah, good old Joe Burkhart. Yeah, I miss him too. I do. I really do. A lot of people had a hard time getting along with Joe, but Director Jay Burkhart, as I remember him when I first met him, first remember listening to him years ago. He had a podcast, and this is before podcasts were really a thing. He was doing this audio blog sort of thing, and you could get it on I forget where you can get it. One of these. I remember doing a search on paranormal shows, and his came up, and it was just simply called Dr. Jay Burkhart, and he used to talk about like the witches in the Rochester area and stuff like that. Just really, really, and a lot of paranormal stuff, obviously, because he investigated the paranormal as well. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, don't be fucking boring. I know, exactly. Like we are. We're pretty fucking boring, right? Oh man. But yeah, well, come on. We want some pretty fucking boring people now. Come on. We'll go for a little while, not too long, but we'll go for a little. Hey, Safari, good to see you, buddy. Yeah. So he's a part of that list, man. That wow, people that we've had on this show that are no longer with us, man.
This is getting longer.
It's getting longer.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was a blast. And a good and a bad way. He was a blast. I mean, I think Joe, I love the guy, don't get me wrong, but Joe, I think, took a lot of things
Personally.
very personal and literal. And I think one of them, because he had a long standing battle with Tim Shaw, who's been on the show a few times as well. Those two used to battle each other out. And I think Joe, don't get me wrong, but I kind of think that Joe was kind of jealous of the sort of attention Tim was getting, and Joe would sort of let him know about that. Oh, here's trouble. Here's trouble. Hey, Dan, how are you, buddy?
Oh, what's going on?
I heard you say you needed some boring people.
Oh, yeah. Come on. You're far from boring. Sorry, we got to get rid of you. Bye.
You can't get boring when you have a cat licking his paws behind you.
Yeah,
that's true. The cat licking his paws?
If your cat starts licking something else, I'm leaving.
Starts licking his asshole, yeah.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
So how you doing, man?
Good. Good. Yeah, I actually had work today. Yeah.
You had work today, so you were busy today.
It was one of those days, like, I haven't worked for a month
Oh,
because
okay.
my boss has been sick.
Oh,
And he finally fucking, he took like 3 or 4 different COVID tests, came back negative for anything. Like, he had some symptoms though, like the fatigue. He had fatigue and couldn't get out of bed and shit. Like for like a few weeks, he was just walking back from the kitchen to the bedroom, like going back to sleep. So
wow.
I had no work, and then today finally fucking went out and worked. It was hot. It was like 102 out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was humid here, but when it's been, I don't know, what was it like? I'm trying to think. I was like I want to say with the humidity here, it was what, the low 90s, 92, I think, something like that, Alex.
Yeah, probably.
But like I said, it's pissing out right now. It's raining pretty hard, and the fun stuff. We've been having a lot of localized tornadoes in the area. Oh man, it's crazy. I haven't this. I don't think there's been this many tornadoes in a long time up here.
That's just Steve farting.
That too.
Causing updrafts.
Yeah. It's microbursts.
Microbursts, yeah. Oh god, microbursts.
Yeah,
So
I was just napping, so I woke up.
you woke up.
Hey, guys.
So well, it's a good thing you woke up, man. Jeez.
Well, I guess it is a good thing.
oh god.
Usually a good thing when you wake up.
Well, yeah. Oh my god, I feel so.
Now the question is, if you don't wake up, would you know?
I know. Hey, good question. What would be going through, if anything, if you didn't wake up? How do I get out of here? I'm trapped. Oof.
Yeah, sorry, but you were asleep when you died, so no heaven for you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Or heaven is that cardboard or that wooden box.
Yeah, you just die and become a fish or something like.
You transferred into.
Your soul just goes sucked into a fucking fish that's just being born or something.
Imagine that. All of a sudden you die, and then all of a sudden you're like being chased by this big ass fish behind you. Like, oh shark! Holy fuck!
You're suddenly Nemo, and you got a fucking yeah.
How did I get into this? What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I didn't even say hi in chat yet. I just saw you were putting the link in, so I jumped on.
Yeah.
So hi everybody in chat.
Hey Jamie L, how are you? Yeah, no, we just wanted to come on and let everybody know that we're going to do the Gareth tribute on Sunday night. We were supposed to do it on Friday night, but a few things arose.
This next Sunday.
No, this Sunday.
This Sunday, not today, but the one coming up.
No, today's Monday, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Today's Monday.
I meant like the next Sunday from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 7th of August.
All right.
6 p.m. here, 11 p.m. UK time. For Ben's going to be with us, Reeves is going to be with us, and possibly Matt. I don't know yet. Matt's, I don't know. It's tough to get a hold of sometimes.
Yeah, if you send him an email, he'll read it. Give him a good headline for the email.
Yeah, no, I know he's read what I've sent him, so it's just he usually takes a while getting back to me, and that's fine, as long as he knows what's going on. Yeah. And of course, damn
gigging.
Yeah, Frank is gigging on Sunday night,
Saturday and Sunday.
Well, you know what? Then maybe. Oh, I know. Sorry, Frank. I know some people took off Friday night, and unfortunately, because of certain situations. We had to move it to Sunday night. So sorry about that, guys.
What time Sunday?
6 p.m.
Eastern
Okay,
Standard
so-
Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
6
So it'll be
p.m.
like, well, it'll be like 11 or
Which is
something.
what? Is that 5 o'clock your time? I can't know. Are you Eastern or you West Central in Texas there?
Yeah, I'm central. I'm central.
So
Yeah, so that's an hour behind, I think.
so yeah, you're five
An
o'clock.
maximum 2 hours. So if we're at 6 or 5 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
we'll
got
put it this way. What time is it now for you?
it's 8:30.
So you're an hour behind. Yeah.
Yeah, an hour. So and that's 11 p.m. UK time.
Right. So maybe, I mean, if your gig doesn't go for too long into the night, like you still, I mean, the thing will still be live when he gets back home, I guess.
Quite possibly. You never know, man. I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
I would think so. I would think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I would think so.
I mean, depending, I'm sure a lot of people stop by and want to say stuff, and we'll definitely. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the last time it went on a little longer than I think it went on for 3.5 hours the last time,
Yeah.
something like that.
Getting home.
1 o'clock. So that's roughly the scheduled end time, which is 8, which is I guess 1 a.m. your time. I think.
1 a.m.
Frank.
1 a.m. his time is.
So when you get home, Frank, pop in, and I'm sure we'll probably still be straggling along a little bit. So
7.
definitely come in because I know you probably want to say something about Gareth as well. So I mean, we got a lot of people who want to say stuff about Gareth, and
I'm sure that's why he took Friday off, though.
what's that? Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that's why he took Friday off.
Yeah, well, that's why I think he said. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, unfortunately, because so many factors, and including Ben wasn't able to join us on Friday as well, so he's good to go on Sunday. So, yeah. So, well, let me ask you, how did you discover Mindset?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. It was probably while watching Secret Vault.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you were in the Matt show before the Mindset?
Yeah. I was watching Matt, and he was like, "Oh, check out this my friend's show," and I did. There was barely anybody there.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable in places where there's not a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, all right, like this is kind of cool, it's cool, it's good, and there's barely anybody here, so this is perfect for me. So I fucking started hanging out. And, yeah.
Well, I know he. I remember when he just before he started doing the YouTube thing, he just had the podcast, but he was like, I'm gonna move it to doing a live version of the show on YouTube. And I thought, oh, that'd be pretty cool. I think a lot of people enjoy that because they love the podcast.
Yeah.
But he goes, oh, I'm going to do it a little different. Well, yeah, well, hey, whatever. I'm sure it'll work. And he was doing the Friday night thing for a while, right?
Yeah.
The Friday night thing.
Pals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he just started doing the Monday morning.
Well, he started doing the Mindset mornings.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. I hopped on there a couple times, but I don't know how the fuck he did it, man. Like, I mean, he was doing this, and then he was going to work, and then he'd come home from work, and then he'd do another thing. It's like, oh, the guy was nonstop.
Yeah, he he was really spread himself thin over the last front.
Oh, I know, man. I know. I know, but it was cool. Like I said, there was a lot of people that that was watching the show, or watching and listening. A lot of he was able to find some really intriguing people. I'll tell you that, to do the
Yeah.
shows. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like some of the topics that he would talk about. Like even like, wow, I was like, okay, where did you find this?
Yeah.
Where the
Exactly.
where did you find this?
Yeah. It's
You know?
well, it was the same. It's the same kind of shit that me and my sister were both like kind of into, like weird fucking shit. Like
Yeah.
like, and when I say weird shit, I mean like strange, like abnormal, unusual. That kind of shit. Um,
Do tell.
so that's why when I started watching, I was like, yeah, this is like the same kind of like fucking coast to coast radio or something, with Art Bell and shit. Like,
I miss
that,
those shows. I miss those shows.
Oh yeah, that's
totally,
when it was the best, man.
it totally satisfied that part of me, like, that kind of, talking about weird shit. But then it's just like it would always evolve into different bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. You ever have a weird experience that you can't explain?
Well, I think I told you the weird bed experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right.
That was weird. Yeah, I mean, that was probably the weirdest thing. And there's probably been other things that I've totally just completely forgotten about, like
Yeah.
where somebody would have to bring it up, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, like that shit." But it's not like any of these things that I've constantly been carrying around, like wanting to tell people about.
Yeah. Frank says he loved what he did. Oh, absolutely, and that's why he did it.
Yeah.
That's why he did it. That he absolutely loved it.
You filled a hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mel's hole.
Yeah, he filled a hole. What?
He filled the hole.
Well, I'm glad Safari is feeling a little better. I know he was sick for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Safari in chat, he was sick for like weeks.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting sick. Like I know Matt was sick there for a bit too, wasn't he? Matt, I think he was sick. It's just it's like a never-ending cycle, man.
Mm-hmm.
People getting really, really sick. Alex, you're just getting over being sick yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have COVID or something?
No, it wasn't COVID. I tested myself and it wasn't COVID. I mean, my daughter caught something at daycare. Obviously, brought her home and gave it to my wife and I. I had a fever one day and then just a bad dry cough for about a week. But it wasn't. I tested it and it wasn't COVID.
So Della says she's permanently sick, but she's laughing about it. So I'm gonna say that's okay. Not really, but sick.
She must be
sick,
used to it.
sick like us.
Yeah, sick in the head. Yeah.
Sick like us. We're sick.
Twisted.
Twisted. Demented.
I think
yeah.
Before Gareth got sick, I was sick. I had like eaten a bad burger or something and gotten food poisoning.
Ooh.
And
How long did that last for?
It was just a couple days. It was like
Yeah.
2 or 3 days that I was like just sick to my stomach. It was one of those like, it just came on like suddenly where I was just like, oh, I don't feel fucking good.
I had that when I was a few years ago when I flew into Florida, and I remember eating fucking Hardee's, a hot dog and fries there, and I'm telling you, man, the fucking thing made me sick. I had food poisoning or something for like 2 or 3 days. Ugh.
Yeah. Permanently fatigued. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you think you got long COVID too? Because I think I had long COVID. I had some kind of like when I first got sick in the beginning of this whole thing, like it was like a few weeks worth of you know, being like flu, like having the flu for a few weeks, which was unusual, and having the weird like not being able to breathe, fucking, and it wasn't like not being able to breathe either. It was like it was a sensation. It wasn't like my lungs were blocked. Like I wasn't suffocating. It was a feeling of it was like a feeling of breathing but not getting any oxygen out of the air.
Yeah.
So it was like I would like start hyperventilating, trying to get enough oxygen. Yeah, it was terrible. It was a terrible fucking time. It was a terrible time, and
Well, yeah, I had COVID, but you know, thankfully it wasn't too bad. But I did have some long COVID. I mean, just really my taste and smell.
well, like that breathing thing where I was telling you I felt like I wasn't getting air. That never went away.
Oh, no way. So
Yeah,
you constantly have that still.
yeah. Still,
Oh,
I still
wow.
have that, and it's like a frustrating thing that I have to live with now. It's like you know, um, it's really frustrating. It's
Well,
like
yeah, I guess so.
alive. I'm still breathing and shit, you know. And when I feel like that, I just have to tell myself, like, dude, it's just a feeling, right? It's just a feeling. You're gonna be fine. It goes away, you know. Um,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah, it
crazy.
never fully went away. Like I just kind of started coping with it. You know?
Yeah, it's definitely yeah, I mean, I remember when I tested positive like a couple times, I'm like, what the fuck? No, there's no way I don't have COVID. COVID just feels like a mild cold. At least for me it was.
For me, it was like a fucking terrible flu.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't have. I mean, I didn't really have any flu-like stuff. I mean, I did feel feverish a little bit for maybe about an hour. But that kind of went away, and uh, you know, I just you could tell like I had a bit, you know, I had a bit of soreness in my throat and a little bit of a cough, but nothing major. And it never really escalated, and because I thought, oh fuck, it's gonna escalate. You know, you know, when you get COVID, you're like, oh man, is this gonna get any worse than it is now? Because I hope not.
I didn't
You know,
even
because
know.
you,
Like
what,
when I had it, COVID wasn't even a thing yet.
yeah, oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was like I was like the first person in like fucking shit. Um, I was like fucking patient zero in my town. I swear.
Oh no way.
Because I went to the hospital and there was nobody else there. There's nobody else there, and then when I went to the doctor, nobody else had went to the doctor for any of that shit, you know. And I even told him I was like, I'm kind of worried that I might have this fucking Chinese thing that, you know, that I've been hearing about
The
because it was
Wuhan, the
because it
Wuhan
was a
flu.
respiratory thing, you know. And I was like, I'm having this crazy respiratory thing I've never had before. At the same time, I'm reading about this shit in China, it was only in China at the time. It hadn't even come over here yet. And like I remember going to like the doctor and getting medication and going to fucking the pharmacy to fill out my medication, and I had like a neck gaiter thingy, and I
Oh
put
yeah.
the thingy over my face like a mask because I didn't know what I had, and I didn't want to like spread it to anybody because it wasn't very fun. And yeah, it was really weird because like when I went to the pharmacy and I was wearing the mask, the girl was like at the counter was like you know, like the mask is kind of freaking me out,
Yeah.
you know. And I was like, well, I'm just wearing this because I don't know if this is contagious what I have, right? Um, and it was weird, and she hadn't seen anybody wearing masks yet or anything. So it was
Yeah.
before all that shit kicked off. I had it, and I'm pretty sure
I'm sure a lot of people did.
I tried not touching anything. I was like literally I didn't want to share what I had with anybody because I knew I was sick.
Well, I know myself and my wife, we both got pretty fucking sick. And this was in December before everything really kicked off. But Alex, you know, we had a friend. who in what was it, January, February, passed away of what was called flu, the
Right.
flu, and this is because at that point they weren't testing, they didn't know how to test for COVID, and he was like healthy as an ox, like he was healthy as hell. He was a martial arts instructor at a local university, in his late 40s, had diabetes, but they said diabetes didn't have anything to do with it. But here's this guy gets sick. He figures he's got a fever. He goes home. I'll just sleep it off. Goes home. Tries to sleep it off. It just gets worse to the point where he had to go into the hospital, get admitted. And the next thing you know, they're putting him on a ventilator because he can't, whatever. And that's it. It's like, if that doesn't sound like COVID, like before COVID was even a thing,
Mm.
I don't know what it was. It's just, I know the flu could do that too, but man, it must have been a pretty fucking like major flu.
My grandma has COVID right now.
Oh yeah.
She's actually sick. Yeah, she's like, laying in bed. She's 83 years old. So,
And she's dealing with it okay, or
as far as I know, she's like on the upswing. She's
okay,
on.
good.
So.
That's good, man. You don't want to hear anybody fucking getting this and just wreaking havoc to the point
Yeah.
where, obviously.
She's been sick. She's obviously been sick enough to like stay in bed and stuff, but she's apparently on the upswings. But she's been sick for a few weeks now. Like,
Yeah.
a couple
It
weeks.
probably takes longer, obviously, because of her age. It takes longer to heal, but the
fight
main
it.
thing is she's healing, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. 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 It worries me,
Well,
because
of
she's
course.
got diabetes and heart disease and all these fucking things that make you
Susceptible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed you'll be okay. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. And you know what? Screw this COVID talk. It's downing.
Yeah, bringing it down. Well, it's inevitable when we're talking about Gareth, because
Yeah.
it's-
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. We're all like, God, we could have did something. Gareth, you could have did something. And we all like to say that, but unfortunately, that
when
didn't
he was on the
happen.
fucking floor, like laying on the floor, not being able to like do nothing, like it's like you got to go to the fucking hospital,
Well, I know, man. I know. I remember the last
People saying they
conversation.
need help. Yeah, that's
Last conversation I had with him. It's just like, dude, just go get looked at, man. Just go get checked out. This doesn't sound like anything that's going away anytime soon. You need to go get looked at. But he was convinced that he was getting better. And it's too bad. But I mean, ultimately, obviously, it was his underlying issues that got him, and that's what will happen with COVID. It'll wreak havoc on your weaknesses.
yeah. I like to think about
And
it. Cat.
so, yeah, it's no, I don't like to think about it either, Della, because I mean, it's just like anyone. Like I said, I'm having to deal with the loss of my mother recently, and that's constantly playing on my mind. And you don't like to think about it because they're gone, and it's just like a lot of things in life. You have to like sort of put it in an area where it's always going to be. It no matter what, you can't do anything. You're always going to have those thoughts in your head, and you just like to think that that person is in a better place, or they're not suffering anymore, or whatever else. However it plays out, however you guys are, everybody's beliefs are different on what happens, and that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah. But we will be more, I think, a little bit more positive when we have this show on Sunday.
It's a celebration of life, not a remember.
Exactly, celebrating, with good memories of Gareth, and things that you know people remember. Obviously, it's good. Yeah, I know, Della. A lot of people have a hard time with that, and you know, yeah. But yeah, we do need to be positive. We need to think positively. Think that. Probably yes, Barry. We probably will. I've got some things planned to play for the show, play during the show, etc. To give people an idea, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who are going to watch, tune in, whatever, that probably don't even know Gareth or didn't know him. They've just heard about him, and because I know there's a lot of people that you know come on here or come on other shows in the chat and they ask about Gareth. I think somebody asked me a couple shows ago, how's Gareth doing? And I'm like, oh man, he passed away last August. He didn't even know.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of people who listen to the show that probably don't know that he passed away. They're
right.
probably just wondering why hasn't he done a new show lately?
Why did he
You know,
disappear? Like, because
yeah,
everybody that followed him watched Secret Vault and stuff.
yeah,
Like when Secret Vault came out with that video saying that he had passed away and
yeah,
stuff. Um,
yeah. I know that a lot of people are aware of it, but there's a lot of people who have strayed away from probably from watching Mindset or Secret Vault or whatever here, whatever. That probably, like I said, that guy didn't know. He's like, holy shit, I had no idea. And you know, there are people like that, and I think it was when we did the last update thing here on YouTube, that person was in chat, asked how Garrett's doing,
hmm.
and you hate this, break the
I-
news to the guy, but it's like, Gareth passed away. What?
Yeah, I'm
When?
sure,
What?
I'm sure there's a few people that are finding this stream right now that don't know. You know,
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
they don't necessarily like majority. It's only like not even 10% of the people that watch are the ones in the chat. So, um, if you're lucky,
e-
like 10%.
exactly. Exactly. It's yeah, it's but I mean, I guess this, a year later, um because yeah, I
Seems
think,
like
what was it?
it's to me. It seems like it's been way more than a year. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Like it feels like it's been longer than a year since that happened.
If it feels like forever, man. I mean, it's like,
Like
at first it felt like it was just obviously, the last few, the first few months,
yeah,
just, oh, it's just fresh in your mind. But yeah, yeah, I get you, man. It
it was
it
like the days
feels.
started going really slow or some shit. Like, uh, or
Good night, Sue.
uh, it was like some kind of lost time thing where it was like, has it really only been a fucking year? Like,
Yeah,
I thought it was like 2 years or something. Like, but then I was like, no, because we haven't had a 1 year fucking thing. Like, it's just so like it's weird. It's just weird. It just
it's
feels like it's
surreal.
been longer.
It's
Yeah,
surreal.
it's like a surreal thing. Like,
Yeah, it's surreal.
yeah.
Um,
Good night.
Maggie says she still misses Gareth in the mindset terribly, and yeah, I think a lot of people do. There's a huge gap, a gaping hole there. People enjoyed listening to Gareth and the Mindset podcast. So that's understandable. Very understandable that you still miss it. You know, like I was saying, like it's like I would feel that okay, he's gonna message me and and like he usually did. Hey man, I'm gonna do a show on this. Did you want to come on, or did you want to do this, or and that sort of when that went silent is like, wow, man, this is just really weird. It's just so surreal. Yeah, he would question everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes he would drive you nuts with questions. Right? He would like hammer you with questions. And hey, well known, how are you? Yeah, but that was good because
Yeah.
you know, it's like, he would ask me certain things about like some he'd show me a video and go, hey, what do you think of this? And I'd give him my straightforward answer, like, and he'd be like, really, do you think, and um Gareth was skeptical, but he was a little less skeptical than I am. I don't outright debunk stuff, but Gareth would he would still give that sort of that little bit of belief still in there, that the possibilities there.
Yeah.
And hey, I have absolutely, absolutely.
I
mean,
liked how he would say he had a really clever way with words where he would say
oh yeah,
he would say something like if you said something kind of crazy, let's just say you said something that's slightly odd, like like you saw something weird or something like, and he would say something like well, that's that sounds completely crazy, and then he'd say, or does it? Right?
exactly.
It's like that hint of like, oh, but or does it? Like this, there's a thing about it that sounds real, and that's what's interesting about it. Like,
But yeah, he would he would things that were just out of this world. He would like literally look at. I want like Della writes that I want to believe poster. Yeah, and that was him. He'd want to believe it's true, and that's where the questions would come into play. It just he would question every little thing about it, and he would absorb your answer and not necessarily believe or
but he didn't
disbelieve it.
he didn't shoot you down and make you feel stupid.
No, he'd never do that.
He made you feel like one of the group
Mm-hmm.
when he would say like, well, you sound crazy as fuck. Are you? Like, but really, are you? Like, you're not. It doesn't like maybe it kind of sounds crazy, but really, if you think about it, it's not, right? I don't know. He had a way of saying things like that would make you feel like you could you could tell him any fucking thing and not like be afraid of just being ridiculed, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe unless you said something really retarded, like you gotta give it to the guy. You're like,
but I mean, like that would have to be way out of this world, though, Dan. I mean, given us the way we talk about some of the stuff we talk about, it would really have to be out there.
and he wasn't afraid to use that word that I just said to you. Like,
No.
Fucking retarded.
And the way he said it's fucking retarded.
Yeah, like a New Yorker.
Yeah, like a New Yorker. Like I always made fun of him. I said, "Are you sure you're fucking from the UK? Because you certainly sound like a fucking New Yorker." And I'd say that to him all the time. Do you really think I sound like? Yeah, you do. You don't sound like you're from fucking the UK. I didn't. When I first met him, I'm like, I thought you were from. I thought you were from the UK.
He didn't sound like a Californian.
No.
I didn't even know he was from the UK for a long time. Like,
I had no idea. Well, I knew he was from the UK, but
he moved at a young age, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when he got married when he was like in his early 20s.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm like, Jesus, Murphy, like, dude, I can't, I don't hear even the slightest bit of, Welsh. He was Welsh, right? Welsh
Yeah,
in you. I don't hear it. I mean, but then he could turn it on like there's no tomorrow, obviously.
because his family all talked like that.
Yeah. Hey, cool. How are you?
So he picked
Um,
the accent.
yeah, but yeah, to me he sounded like he was like that hard nosed fucking New Yorker, you know?
I liked it when he did the Jack Nicholson face. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was good.
can't even do it. Like, it's so hard to fucking scrunch your face up like that. But he did it so well that he could do the voice. Like,
uh,
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
yeah, but Christian Bale is Welsh. Hey, studs. Yeah, he is Welsh, but he's an actor too, so he can do it. But yeah, So what do you say? Gareth was a good actor. He was.
I would say he was a good actor.
He would. Yeah.
He could have been on like any sort of show. Like, I could see him on like Sopranos or some shit.
Some hit guy for Tony Soprano, eh? some sleazy New Yorker guy. We got to bring him in from New York, man. We got to take care of a job. Get that Gareth Davies on the job. Take care of to fucking
Still got
snub
that
that
deuce.
motherfucker.
Still got that deuce. Let's put in some work.
He did, yeah, Frank. He did a good Alex Jones impression too.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you.
yeah,
Let me stop you right there.
he did that good.
He did it fucking perfectly. He sounded fucking exactly like him.
He did a lot of good impressions.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did, man. Yeah, he probably could have pulled off Coast to Coast.
Yeah,
Fucking anybody's better than George Snorri.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it.
I haven't
Gareth,
listened since our Bill hasn't been on the show.
I tried, and I just said fuck.
Yeah, I tried too. That's why I haven't I haven't been like a returning listener for a long time.
Can't handle it. I mean, there are certain guest hosts that I didn't mind that would do it.
Super male
Yeah, super male vitality.
fucking Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Super male vitality.
Have you watched the court proceedings there on YouTube of the Alex Jones thing?
I haven't watched it yet.
No, they're on there, man. Him, you know how those parents of the one girl that died are suing him, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's brutal. And I can't remember that died. It's Sandy Hook.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Because he kept on harping how it was all staged.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because
yeah.
there was photographs of these people with their children after the fucking fact.
Yeah.
Like, well, you gotta fucking give it to him though. He was finding pictures of these dead kids and their parents together, all happy and shit. Like when they're supposed to be dead already. Like it's like pictures taken after the fucking Sandy Hook thing of these
but
kids.
they're claiming though in the court that those weren't taken after. They weren't. They were taken beforehand.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I gotta watch it more. It's incredible. Obviously, the stuff that they're claiming. Well, you shouldn't claim because he did say a lot of the stuff, but the other side, bringing the evidence out to sort of head this all these claims off, and it's interesting because Alex Jones' head is down pretty much the whole time, but
yeah,
and
the DNA, like the evidence when like they'll never talk about the fact that they had just right down the street when that happened, just right down the road, the FBI was doing a active shooter simulation
Mhm.
at a school, right, where they were simulating mass casualties at a school on the same day.
Hmm.
Like, so it's weird. It's weird. There's all these fucking weird coincidences that it's like, well, is it? It seems like a fucking cover up to me, right? Seems like a cover up to me.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of weirdness out there that we just don't understand, and just,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and you're never going. Honestly, you're never going to get the truth from the government.
No.
We'll be honest about that. I mean, you're never going to get that truth. I mean, they're never going to give you the full truth. The disclosure on a lot of things, never. Because let's face it, they probably, you know, tying up loose ends. You got a rookie on the scene and fucks it up, and well, we got to cover his ass up now because he's
Yeah.
put us in a bad position.
I mean, you can see what happened at Uvalde, right? There's a lot of fucking weird shit happening in the Uvalde thing, with all the police that were there and the stories that came out about what happened with the shooter and how they were taken, like, and it's all fucking lies. There's all this. The initial information that came out was all fucking fabricated, and now it's like all coming out that shit was fabricated. Like a lot of the.
Well, I mean, it's a given fact that a lot of these news outlets that people watch, mainstream news, they will spin they will spin a story the way they want to spin it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, that's basic knowledge with these, and they know, people who watch their news will most likely believe what they say to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very often that they're going to sit in front of the TV and go, "Oh, I don't believe that. That doesn't sound true."
Right.
And it's like back before cable was a thing. You had regular TV news, and it's like local news and whatever else. It's like, well, we got to sell a story. We have to fabricate it a little bit, but we got to get it out there.
Yeah. Well, they had told everybody, like with this Uvalde shooter, that some hero fucking cop ran in there and shot this guy, right? It's bullshit. It didn't fucking happen. It didn't fucking happen. Like, and everybody knows it didn't happen now. Like, but that was the initial story. It was like, oh, there was this hero cop who came in and saved everybody. Like, saved people. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. There's like all these fucking cops were in there and they weren't doing nothing while the shooting was happening.
But I mean, see, that is stuff that you'll never hear the government admit to.
Yeah,
they'll never admit to that. No matter how much pressure and evidence that people come up with, they would never give in to that shit. Never, because
yeah.
Honestly,
yeah. The most. I don't remember who said it, but they said the most terrifying words in the English language is "We're from the government and we're here to help."
You mean oxymoron?
Yeah.
From the government and we're here to help. That should scare the shit out of anybody. Ever the case. If they say that, be sus. Be sus.
There have been over 100 shootings in America this year. Try more than 100.
Way more, probably.
There's way more than 100.
Yeah, over 300. But how many of those were considered mass shootings where more than people were shot? Probably 100 of them.
Hey, Adrian, how are you?
Yeah,
they fucking really shut up about the ones where like the shooter gets stopped, like the guy in the mall.
Look at Chicago alone. A weekend in Chicago.
Yeah.
40 shootings right there.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And now, with pretty much a huge percentage of the world being locked down for 2 years.
Yeah.
And now, it's like it's almost like it's a return to the Wild West now.
Yeah.
Honestly, you seriously don't want to go in certain areas now.
There's no-go. There was like no-go places, like especially during the rioting, during the BLM. rioting and shit, where like BLM fucking took over like city blocks and made it like they barricaded the roads so that no cops could get in there, and any cops that tried to get close, they would like throw rocks and fucking shoot at them and stuff. The cops wouldn't even fucking go there. So there was like an autonomous zone, right, in these cities, and the people that were dying in these autonomous zones were all black people, all of them. They were all fucking shooting and killing each other in these non-police fucking places, and it's like Black Lives Matter, right? Well, does it? Or it seems like you're just fucking causing black people to die.
Yeah. I mean,
you have to question the narrative at some point.
You got to question a lot of things, obviously. Yeah. I mean, you look at organizations too. You look at the background of some of these organizations. You sit there and go, "Wow."
Oh, and BLM fucking people were making millions of dollars and buying all these mansions and shit, like with all the donated money and shit.
Yeah.
They were just grifting people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It is.
It's crazy. It really is.
That guy, I don't know if you heard about the guy that stopped that mall shooting. The guy had
no.
That was fairly recently. This guy went into a mall with an AR-15 and started shooting people, and he was like in a food court, area, and like started shooting people, and like within 15 seconds of the shooting starting, he was dead.
Oh.
Because somebody else was armed and ran towards him and shot him.
Oh wow!
Like, he had already killed 3 people in that 15 seconds. He had already killed 3 people, and this 22-year-old guy, came running out with a pistol on it, like pulled out a pistol, and he took 10 shots at this guy from 40 yards away, and he hit him with 8 shots out of 10 in 15 seconds, or it was less than that, like 16,
wow.
Like 10 seconds or some shit, where he fired 8 or 10 rounds and hit the guy 8 times from 40 yards away with a handgun, which is fucking impressive. It's really impressive.
That's insane.
You got to say, like, it would have been it would have been over even quicker if somebody else that was closer would have been armed, right? Like, more people need to be obviously aware of what they're doing, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong in that kind of situation, where someone's shooting in a location and then somebody else comes in, starts shooting the bad guy, and then somebody else that comes around the corner, all they heard is shooting. They come around the corner and they see a guy shooting somebody, and then they pull out a gun and they shoot them, right? And then somebody else sees them and she shoot them.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, that's the thing that unfortunately that's going to happen. When another person, when somebody else is armed, it's like, what the hell is that guy shooting at that guy? And all of a sudden, that guy shooting the shooter is now.
When you take action, like the guy that took action and shot, he was taking that risk that somebody else was going to shoot him, thinking he was the active shooter.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, he was shooting a guy that was discharging his weapon in an open place, like had a rifle and shit, But it's like something you have to accept, right? If you're gonna carry a gun like that, you have to accept that shit can go fucking sideways real fast.
It's a huge fucking responsibility, man. It's a huge.
And then you have to know that you can take those shots without hitting anybody else, because if you hit somebody else, then you have to live with that. You have to live with hitting somebody else, that was innocent or something, like. Yeah, it's a really fucking amazing. The guy was there, but you won't hear about it because it doesn't fit the narrative of the media and shit, like.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
All right, folks, I'm getting sleepy here. I gotta hit the road.
Yeah, okay, Alex.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. Have a good one, buddy.
All right, guys. Enjoy the show. Bye.
Take care, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's the media they have to spin it, and this is why you have this,
They have an
unfortunate
agenda. Yeah.
agenda. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, politics play into it all, and they know if they take a certain side, they're gonna get viewership no matter what. You're
Yeah.
gonna. It's like, people hate or like Trump, whatever, but Trump was smart in the sense where he didn't give a shit if he got bad press. It didn't matter what kind of press he got. It all worked. It all helped him.
Well, his whole thing when he was running for president
Mhm.
in 2015, and his whole thing was like bad. Any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly.
Bad publicity is good publicity because people are saying your name.
They're talking about you, and the more they talk about you, the algorithms pick it up, and bang,
It
you know,
spreads it, and
spreads
more
like
people.
wildfire.
And even if someone's talking negatively about you about something, there's somebody that will overhear them talking negatively and be like, "I don't think those are negative things."
Well, it's
Like
exactly. It's a lot,
like you're talking
like
about
these
stuff that's like,
shootings that we were talking about.
yeah,
It's like they don't necessarily talk about the victims like they talk about the guy who's killing these people. No matter how much they say, well, we're not going to mention the killer's name, but they end up mentioning it far more than the people that were, the victims.
yeah,
No matter how you look at these shootings, these mass shootings, people will always hear the person responsible for these shootings over the victims all the time, and it's scary. It's sad.
yeah. Well, people should never repeat these people's names that do these
No,
things because that's what they're doing it for, right?
exactly,
People will
exactly.
remember me forever because of this. Like this
Yeah.
bad thing I did. It doesn't matter. I'll be, a lot of they accept, maybe they accept they're gonna die in their fucking crazy attack or whatever they're gonna do, or they accept that they're gonna go to prison for the rest of their fucking lives or
Hmm.
something like that. But they accept that and they still do the shit they're gonna do. Like
Exactly.
not really gonna stop them. I mean, there's not really much you can do to stop them.
No, there's not much.
Yeah,
Not much at all.
yeah.
Not much at all, and it sucks.
I mean, a lot
But
of like, the FBI could have stopped a lot of these fucking things because they knew about these people's mental conditions, they knew about their past, you know, violences and stuff, and then they know that they own guns,
Mhm.
right? And instead of going and being like, "Hey, we think you're fucking dangerous," to the public, and we're, of course, that's, they won't infringe on you until you do something wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you say you're going to do something wrong, like, oh, which the FBI has failed so many times because people get on Facebook and I'm going to do this, I'm going to go here and do all this crazy shit, and nobody fucking says anything about it because they think they think they're just some nutter, right?
Yeah.
They don't take them seriously or anything, and it's like that should definitely be one of those things you absolutely take seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't. I'm sure he's joking. Like he's just angry. It's like, well, like I don't know, man. It seems like the angry people do that shit.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, I'm going to end this, but because we just wanted to come on and let everybody know that this Sunday, August 7th, we're going to broadcast the Gareth tribute show. So please, by all means, join us then. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. UK time, and we'll probably go on for a few hours, I'm sure, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of you that want to say something about Gareth, have some memories that you want to share, and so on and so on, and I'm sure we'll be playing clips and all sorts of shit. So I'm looking forward to it. And Punches, obviously, if you want, please join us, man, because I know you listened and we're a part of
yeah.
a mindset here and there. So definitely, guys. Until then, remember, not this Friday night, but Sunday night. This Sunday night, August 7th.
Well, I gotta say, like, I'm pretty sure it was because of Gareth that I even found your show. So
Well, yeah, I know. Well, because Gareth, like we would swap. Like Gareth would come on here. He'd be on here for several shows, and then all of a sudden, he'd come on over, man. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about that. And I didn't do too many of his Friday night gigs. I mean, I did a couple, but I had a whole bunch of shit going on, mostly Friday night, so it kind of sucked. But I did tune in here and there to watch them, and they were always fun, man. Always fun, the Friday
yeah.
night gigs. So, but yeah.
Well,
But
thanks
Dan,
for being
goes,
around doing this.
what's that?
I said thanks for being around and doing this.
Well, you know what? Hey, we gotta remember, man. I mean, I'd feel shitty if we didn't do anything. I mean, come on. Gareth was a great
Yeah.
guy.
I mean,
You know?
we were the people he was talking to when he was
Yep.
doing what he loved,
Yep.
right? So, I mean, there's a lot of us out there that a lot of us haven't even talked in the chat or anything before.
Yeah.
But we're out there.
We're there, man, and like I said, we're gonna gather. We're gonna gather everybody up, and hopefully we'll have a good show on Sunday. So, guys, join us to pay tribute to Gareth. It's been a year. Oh my God, it's been a year, a long year, and yeah. So share some memories and everything else with Gareth Davies. Thank you, Della. Let me know what Richard says. Obviously Richard would be more. His brother Richard would be more than welcome to come on the show. So I know he's been in our chat and listens to this show. So he'd be more than welcome to come on and share a few thoughts if he's up to it. So
yeah, I'd like to hear some brotherly stories about Gareth.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think the stories are the best, man. So, and like I said, I'll probably extract some clips and shit from the past shows he's been on, and so on and so on. So it'll be cool, man.
All right.
All right.
I'll be around. It's gonna
Y'all.
be so.
Yeah. Well, you take care, man.
All right. You too.
Have a good one. Good night, everyone. Have a good one.
See you, chat.
Night.